Good day, everybody. Guy Slocum here, leader of the Unity Party of New Zealand. And as some of you will know, I'm publishing a few short videos at the moment addressing issues that are raised with me as I go out and meet members of the public. And one of the common things that is often displayed to me is, we like what you do, Guy, we like what you say, and we certainly like your policies. But if we vote for you, we will be splitting the vote. Now, they usually spit out those words, splitting the vote, as if it's the worst thing that could possibly happen. I suggest to you that if you use it wisely, splitting the vote is exactly what we want to do. Because what have we done up till now? We have gone, can't vote for a small party because it'll split the vote. And instead, we've given our vote to one of the larger parties, typically Labour or National. And what has that done? It has created the situation we have had for the last 88 years. And I suggest to you that with the huge problems brought to us by Labour and not corrected by National, we need to split the vote. We need to take votes away from those major parties to ensure that they no longer have the ability to exercise dictatorial control. And where do we need to put those votes? We need to put them in Unity, ACT, and New Zealand First. Why? Because that will allow the three parties I've just mentioned to build a bloc in the House to ensure that whatever large party is in control, and I have no doubt that it will be either Labour or National, whichever of those parties is actually the largest party and forming the government, cannot do some of the draconian things that we have seen in the past without the support of Unity, ACT and New Zealand and the New Zealand First working together. Now, many of you will say, well, I like Unity, I like New Zealand First, I like ACT, because you're all centre-right and I'm a centre-right voter. If I take my vote from National and give it to one of you, surely I'm going to let Labour in. Well, it's a worthy question. Let me address it. When the election result is announced, the Governor-General is required to call on the current Prime Minister and ask him or her if they can form a government. So even if National come in with slightly less votes than Labour, because you've given your national vote to one of those three parties I mentioned earlier, she will still ask the leader of National, can you form a government? Whoever's leading National at the time will then come to the three of us, either individually or collectively, and say, will you support me and give me the majority I need to lead a government? And our answer will be, sure, providing you don't do what we don't like and you do what we do like. And that will be a negotiation that goes on between the four right-wing parties. So, splitting the vote is not a bad thing, providing you split it in the right way, in a way that will actually deliver what you're looking for. Once again, I hope that overturns a concern that I know that many of you have. And if I may just finish on this note, if you don't do that, you are going to deliver the same sort of government as we have known for years, where one of the major parties has dictatorial power. Is that what you really want? I would say not, and I would say there are two reasons why we must oppose that approach. One is that those two parties have had 88 years to sort out the situation that we have here today, and I don't think any of us can say they've succeeded. The other thing is, of course, that you do not get the people that caused a problem to fix a problem. And there is no doubt that Labour and National have responsibility over the last 88 years for bringing us to the deplorable situation that poor old New Zealand finds itself in today. So a vote for them to give them absolute dictatorial power is going to do nothing to change the situation I know so many of you deplore. And I know that because you tell me that. So please, really think outside the box. Really think about whether my suggestion as to how we should think about voting, even though it may have those little words, split the vote, wrapped around it, split the vote wisely, and you will get a democratic control that ensures that more is done in the interests of all New Zealanders. Now, I know that's controversial. I know that many of you will be leaping to your pens to disagree with me, but I ask you, think about it first. Think about it if it can't actually deliver what so many of us desire, a change and a restoration of the country we all so love. In the meantime, thank you for listening. I'll talk to you all again soon. Bye-bye for now.